Is currently investigating an officer-involved shooting that involved an Otter Tail County deputy and a Minnesota State Patrol trooper last night near Bolus in Morrison County.
Officials say that a drug task force unit attempted to pull over a vehicle during a traffic stop. That's when a trooper and deputy ended firing their weapon into the car that ended up killing one man and injuring another person. For more information, it is being planned on being released pending further investigation. New this morning, authorities are trying to figure out how a fire started at a Fargo motel that forced the place to evacuate. It happened at the Motel 6 on 36th Street South last night around 10. Fargo fire crews were met with heavy black smoke as they opened the door to the room. They discovered the mattress and bedding were all on fire.
Firefighters were able to put out that fire in about 10 minutes. No one was in the room at the time and no one was hurt. The cause of that fire is now under investigation.
Time now is 6:51. Time to head over to Lisa Green and look at your morning forecast.
Good morning. Well, it starts up today. In fact, we've already seen the rain and thunder starting up on this first alert weather day, not just for today, but into Saturday as well. We're talking about heavy rain coming our way. So here's a look at what we've got going on. Yet another Colorado low threatening us with a lot of moisture here. It's going to continue moving northeastward and it's going to draw in a lot of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico right here into the valley. And we've got thunderstorms happening as we speak this morning in southeastern North Dakota. You can see the Lemoore, Verona areas back down toward Oaks and western parts of Sargent County and filling up a good portion of Dickey County, Ellendale, getting plenty of rain there. And each one of these lightning bolts indicates an individual lightning detection going on within that area. I'm also watching a couple of pockets here that have been developing in Cass County and down into Richland County. We could see a few sprinkles, maybe around Horace right now in the FM area, and we'll see more of that development happen for the Fargo-Moorhead area and then eventually pushing northward toward places like Grand Forks today. But the ongoing rain right now is right over that area where we've got our sky cam down at the Dakota Magic Casino we've been showing you. Back over to west central Minnesota, Fergus Falls, especially south of town, and back down I-94 toward Dalton, and a good portion of the lakes area into Otter Tail County seeing some rain right now. And this again, all lifting northward, the heavier rain a little farther to the south and west, and that will be affecting again eastern North Dakota here as we work our way into the morning hours. Temperatures are mild, we'll say warm compared to where we've been to start at least. 44 in Fargo, 42 in Grand Forks. The problem with the clouds, with the rain, we just won't warm up a lot today. We're looking at about 50 degrees or so in Fargo. So here's a look at what we can expect here on our Valley News Live weather app. You can download that, a good time to do so. You can access river levels there and of course keep an eye on the radar throughout the weekend. Right now in Fargo, we're talking cloudy skies, but eventually the rain showers start up, and once that happens, chances for rain will hang around through the day today. We're looking at temperatures rising a bit. We'll get into the low 50s or so for this afternoon. And rainy conditions and thunderstorms as well will continue to be a possibility. A reminder of our flood concerns heading into the weekend. Those areas of moderate and major flooding north and in parts of the Cheyenne Valley, those are the areas we're going to be watching closely because we're looking at 1 inch to 2 inches of widespread rain and some areas that get even more. And if that heavy rain falls over those places that are near cresting or getting those overland flooding issues right now, that would be a big problem here. So we're going to continue to monitor that. Weekend moisture, here it is, widespread 1 inch rain. That's anywhere in the yellow areas. And you can see there's a lot of orange too in that 2 to 3 inch mark there as well. So conditions are going to be very soggy heading into the weekend. We see the system start to wind down heading into Sunday.
A lot to go over. Lisa, thank you.
New this morning, the bird flu that has killed hundreds of birds and spread across more than 24 states has been detected in a human for the first time in the United States. This happened in Colorado. State health officials say a man was working on a commercial farm and that was involving culling poultry. The suspected to be infected when he was directly exposed to the virus.
The man has reported only one symptom so far, which is fatigue. The affected flock the man was working with has since been euthanized. The Minnesota Board of Animal Health has extended the halt of poultry exhibitions due to that ongoing bird flu outbreak. It will now be in effect until June 1st. The ban was put in place last month after the first case was confirmed. It was supposed to end on Sunday.
For more information on the bird flu and how to report sick birds, log on to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story. It's almost been a week since the last snow and ice storm hit western and central North Dakota, and hundreds of people are still without power, and some they're not going to have their lights turned back on until May 6th. However, people here in the valley are helping to pitch in. The Cass County Electric Cooperative from Fargo sent 12 linemen along with lots of equipment to join the efforts.
Leaders will assess if that area still needs help next week, and if they do, they say they'll send out more linemen. It's an alarming trend. A recent study finds adolescent suicides increased during the pandemic.
Valley Today's JC Don. She joins us live in the studio with some tips on how parents can have this tough discussion with their children. Good morning, JC.
Good morning. It's something parents never want to have to think about. Their child thinking about ending their life. It's a very scary and very real problem that local mental health experts say is becoming more common across the country and right here in North Dakota and Minnesota. A JAMA pediatric study looked at 2020 death records from 14 states. They found an increase in the number of suicides in adolescents compared to the years before the pandemic. Previous studies report suicide-related deaths in the broader population decreased during 2020, but the CDC data shows suicide was the second leading cause of death for people ages 10 to 14 and 25 to 34 in 2020. Here are some warning signs health experts say parents should be on the lookout for. Look for when your child is withdrawing from friends or social activities, taking unusual or dangerous risks, extreme mood swings, change in sleeping pattern, or using drugs or alcohol. Experts say if you're seeing any of these changes in your child, it's time to start a conversation.
Paying attention to it, like that's the big thing. Making sure that kids do feel that they can speak up if that's how they're feeling, if they're struggling with certain things, and just having it as like a point of conversation too.
Mental health experts say parents should be direct with their children by asking, have you ever thought of ending your life? Children will often feel relieved when a trusted adult or parent is willing to ask the tough questions.
Absolutely. Very important topic to have.
Very important.
All right, JC Dodd in studio this morning. Thank you. Now 6:58, back open for business in Mayville. The pizza shop owners, Tom and Mary Stocking, say their bar and restaurant is back open again. It's a story we first told you about earlier this week. Water filled their parking lot and it approached that 60-year-old building. Thankfully, it is all drained out. Lawmakers and auto safety advocates are pushing for new technology to prevent hot car deaths. Since 1990, more than 1,000 children have died from heat stroke in hot cars, with 23 of those coming in 2021. All new vehicles will have a standard alert system in place to prevent those deaths because a new requirement that was put into law through the new infrastructure legislation. But some lawmakers want more.
They're calling for the administration and car manufacturers to take this precaution a step further than the current alert, which is proposing putting in a detection system in vehicles if something is in that back seat. Well, here's an idea for mom. If they love chicken and they love flowers, I think we've got the idea here for you.
I guess maybe.
This is all going online between May 1st and the 3rd. They're going to get a promo code for a free DIY Kentucky Fried Bucket.
Yeah, that you have to get it with the KFC Side Lovers Meal. You have to order it on the app or online between May 1st and May 3rd. There you will get the promo code for that free DIY Kentucky Fried Bucket. It's like bouquet, but yet bucket. Anyway, that includes a dozen roses, also from Pro Flowers, a glass vase, and 8 fried chicken skewers. Once assembled, it is a part of the fried chicken and part fresh flowers, because who doesn't love a rosy smelling chicken strip?
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either.
No.
Anyway, the Today Show and CBS Mornings are about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on.
For more live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming right up now on the Fargo CW. Hope you have yourself a great day.